The rain hammered against the windows, a steady rhythm that matched the pounding in Owen's chest. He clutched his dripping umbrella like it was some kind of shield, water pooling around his feet as James took another step closer. The air felt heavy, charged with tension, and upstairs, Emma's cries echoed through the house, a desperate, heart-wrenching sound that made Owen's stomach twist. "You and I need to have a little talk," James said, his voice low but sharp, like the edge of a blade. "About being a team player. About keeping family business in the family." His words hung there, ominous, as he reached for Owen's umbrella. Owen flinched, gripping the handle tighter. "I'll clean it up," he stammered, barely audible over the storm outside and the chaos inside. "I promise. But I should check on Emma first." James's hand shot out, grabbing the umbrella with enough force to send droplets of amber liquid from his glass splattering onto the hardwood floor. His face darkened instantly. "Look what you made me do," he growled, yanking the umbrella away. The motion spun Owen slightly, forcing him to catch himself against the wall. "Always making messes, aren't you?" James sneered, tossing the umbrella aside. "Always poking your nose where it doesn't belong." But Owen wasn't listening anymore. Upstairs, Emma's cries had taken on a new urgency, a raw, pleading wail that sent chills down his spine. Something shifted inside him then, an unfamiliar heat rising in his chest. It wasn't just fear anymore, it was something older, stronger. Protective. "She needs her diaper changed," Owen said suddenly, surprising even himself with how steady his voice sounded. "And she's probably hungry. I'm going upstairs." He turned toward the staircase, but James's hand clamped down hard on his shoulder, spinning him back around. "We're not done talking, Owen. Family business, remember? What you might have heard on the phone, you're hurting me," Owen interrupted quietly, meeting James's gaze for the first time. For a moment, their eyes locked, and then James released him, running a shaky hand through his disheveled hair. "I'm not, I wouldn't," James faltered, knocking back the rest of his drink. The glass clinked loudly against his teeth as he set it down. "Listen, buddy, things are complicated right now. Adult things. Work things. Your mom doesn't need to worry about it, okay? Understand? I'm handling it." But Owen didn't believe him. Not after finding those crumpled bills in James's desk drawer last week. Not after seeing the credit card statement with big red letters warning of overdue payments. Not after noticing how cold the house had been lately, so cold that Emma needed extra blankets at night. "I'm going to check on Emma," Owen repeated firmly, edging toward the stairs. James's expression twisted into something ugly. With a roar, he hurled his empty glass against the wall. The crash made Owen jump, but Emma's cries drowned out everything else. The shattering glass, James's shouting, even the blood rushing in Owen's ears. "You're just like them, aren't you?" James spat, his voice trembling with rage. "Looking down at me, judging me. I'm doing my best here. Your precious mother has no idea what it takes to maintain this lifestyle, to keep up appearances." Owen didn't wait to hear the rest. He bolted up the stairs, his wet shoes slipping slightly on the carpet. Behind him, James shouted something unintelligible, but Owen's focus was singular now, Emma. When he reached the nursery, the sight that greeted him broke his heart. Emma lay in her crib, red-faced and soaked through, tears streaming down her chubby cheeks. The room was freezing, and Owen could see his breath in the air. "I'm here, Em," he whispered, rushing to her side. "Big brother's here." He'd helped his mom enough times to know what to do. Grabbing supplies from the changing table, he worked quickly, soothing Emma with soft murmurs. Her crying softened slightly at his presence, her tiny hands reaching for him. Heavy footsteps thundered up the stairs. James was close now, his voice harder, angrier. "Get down here right now, Owen." Owen froze, panic clawing at his throat. Then his eyes landed on the baby monitor sitting unplugged on the dresser. Next to it was his mom's spare iPad, the one she used to check on Emma during work breaks. A plan formed in his mind, a desperate, childlike logic born of necessity. With Emma cradled awkwardly against his chest, he grabbed both devices and hurried to the rocking chair in the corner. His hands shook as he plugged in the baby monitor and turned it on. Pressing the power button on the iPad, he prayed it still had charge. The screen lit up, 82% battery. His mom's baby monitor app was already installed. The doorknob rattled violently, followed by the thud of James throwing his weight against the wood. Owen positioned the baby monitor toward the door and pressed record on the app. Each impact shook the frame, but Owen had already sprung into action. Years of watching superhero movies had taught him about barricades, and now he put that knowledge to use. Gently, he placed Emma back in her crib, tucking her in tightly. She hiccuped softly, her cries finally subsiding. Kneeling beside her, Owen whispered, "It's okay, Em. I won't let anything happen to you. I promise." As the door continued to shudder under James's assault, Owen held his ground, clutching the iPad like a lifeline. Whatever happened next, he knew one thing for certain: he wouldn't back down. Not this time. Ask Explain.